Hello everyone, my name is Raige Mikhail. I am a postdoc at DL School of Medicine working on colorectal cancer, which is the third most commonly diagnosed cancer around the world and is the second most common cause of cancer-related death. And unfortunately, the incidence and mortality rates of this malignancy in young adults, in individuals under the age of 50 years, have been significantly rising in many countries. Now, the good news is colorectal cancer is highly treatable and often curable if we diagnose it at early stage of the disease. So in this video, I would like to discuss about ways that we can use to prevent colorectal cancer from development, especially in young adults. And the best way for preventing development of colorectal cancer and reducing the mortality rates of this malignancy is by colorectal cancer screening. Screening not only helps us to diagnose colorectal cancer at the early stage of the disease, but also to detect precursor lesions, which we call them polyps, and remove them and prevent developing colorectal cancer. And it's very effective, but unfortunately in the US, despite the benefits of the screening, only less than 69% of eligible persons undergo such screening. So I really would like to emphasize this point and the importance of colorectal cancer screening. If you are 45 years old or above, please consider colorectal cancer screening and talk to your loved ones and your colleagues and share this video and let them consider colorectal cancer screening, because this is the best way and strategy to prevent colorectal cancer related mortality rates, as well as to prevent development of colorectal cancer. The other important points of preventing colorectal cancer development and reducing the mortality rates from this malignancy is to be aware whether you are at higher risk of developing colorectal cancer. So if you have personal history with colorectal cancer or advanced polyp, if you have family history with colorectal cancer or advanced polyp, if you have personal history with inflammatory bowel disease, or if there is hereditary colorectal cancer syndrome running in your family, you should know that your risk of developing colorectal cancer is significantly higher than the general population, and you should do colorectal cancer screening at earlier than 45 years old, at the age of 45 years old. And it's important to know that if you have personal history or family history with advanced polyp, your risk of developing colorectal cancer might be similar to someone with the personal history or family history with colorectal cancer. And I'm emphasizing this point because sometimes when a family member does screening, they might not share the results of screening with the family members, and then they don't know whether they have family history with colorectal polyps or not, and they don't know where they should do screening. So please, if any of your family members did screening, discuss the screening results with them and know whether they were diagnosed with polyps and what types of polyps and whether they were advanced polyp or not and the size of the polyps, and discuss these results with your health provider, because as I said, if they were diagnosed with advanced polyp, then your risk of developing colorectal cancer is high and you might be eligible to do screening earlier than the age of 45 years old.